LUX Resorts and Hotels, staging a service revolution in a resort chain. Abstract for LUX Resorts and Hotels. This case study finds that although LUX Resorts and Hotels has become a successful hotel chain operating in the Indian Ocean and other locations around the world, they can still make changes to their operation, which will increase revenue, profits, and help ensure they continue to grow their business. This study shows that customers in the hospitality sector have different perceptions when it comes to luxury of five-star hotels, and that the standards of the stars is not enough to be used in measuring the luxury of hotels. Our results indicate that to be considered a luxury hotel, you do not need to only target the upper class, you can also be successful by using price promotions and targeting other groups of individuals. This case study describes an implementation approach that will lead to improvements in guest experiences, which will in turn lead to potential sustained financial improvements on a yearly basis. The protection of the environment is becoming more fundamentally important, and through this case study, we discussed the importance of LUX engaging in raising awareness to respect the environment through green initiatives. As a luxury resort and hotel operator, LUX needs the ability to track and optimize total revenue, and we believe this is possible through our recommendations and suggestions.
Overview and challenges. Before the LUX Hospitality Group was launched in 2011 and became the success that it did, the company was faced with a wide array of issues and challenges which needed to be overcome. Prior to the company's major rebranding, the group was known as Naid Resorts, and the company suffered from poor financial health. The hotel reviews were subpar and failed to attract customers or promote good word of mouth. Additionally, Naid's branding was unclear and lacked focus, failing to target specific markets effectively and confusing potential customers. These positioning problems became recognizable in 2008 to 2009 during the global financial crisis, when occupancy and room rates dropped dramatically. In 2011, an unfortunate high-profile murder of a hotel guest occurred and further damaged the company's image and bottom line. As a result of these prolonged issues and a criminal case, the hotel employees of Naid Resorts had steadily begun to lack morale and motivation, failing to meet industry standards and customer expectations. As a result of these issues, the company's performance began a downward spiral from 2008 to 2010, with Naid reporting a loss in 2010. In order to avoid complete devastation and eventual bankruptcy, the company had to swiftly implement a new plan. This major decision began with a change in the company's leadership. Many adjustments were made under this new guidance, focused on rapidly improving the profitability of the company and developing a world-class brand. Although implementing these new plans were challenging due to financial limitations, rundown properties, and low staff morale, the company's direction focused steadily on a branding overhaul and exceptionally comprehensive staff training, which ultimately reintroduced a sense of pride and inspiration within the company. In 2011, Naid Resorts was rebranded as LUX Resorts and Hotels, and since then the company has seen substantial service improvements and consistent financial growth. Target market. LUX Hotels and Resorts is a hospitality group that operates 8 luxury resorts and a private island in the Indian Ocean. Rather than target the usual uptight, snobby clientele to which luxury hotels are commonly associated with, the company has opted to offer a more laid-back, lighter atmosphere. This is accomplished, however, without compromising any luxury amenities or upscale tastes, thus appealing to a much wider reach of potential customers. LUX has targeted its marketing strategy towards middle to high-class individuals, couples, or families who desire a beautiful, relaxing, worry-free vacation. Additionally, it targets companies hosting group business events. LUX places enormous emphasis on maintaining superior service quality and excellent customer service. The company aims to provide all of its hotel guests with memorable experiences and positive, lasting impressions. LUX continuously aims to achieve this by retaining customer feedback and studying market trends in order to constantly improve their guest experiences through innovation and creativity. Additional perks are offered by LUX in order to attract clientele and differentiate itself from direct competitors. Enticing features LUX has to offer include significantly lowered price for minibar items, a fun message in a bottle promotion where guests search for hidden bottles with prize vouchers inside, exotic flavored ice cream carts, nightly outdoor movie screenings, and free international calls. These additional benefits are offered in order to target customers seeking a resort that goes above and beyond what is required of them. Customers will be attracted to the idea of staying at a luxury hotel that clearly cares about the experience each person receives. Ultimately, what Lux Hotels and Resorts is aiming to achieve is make all of its guests leaving feeling special.
When it came to the positioning of this case study, we struggled. And the reason for that is just because Lux Hotels and Resorts has met their branding goals and succeeded in becoming one of the most popular hotels in the Indian Ocean over the recent years. However, there are still many ways in which they could drive additional revenue and ensure they continue to increase their revenue on a yearly basis. A few ways in which they can drive additional revenue is that they could ensure to list all their resorts and hotels on an online group booking platform that is more well known. So, like for example, Red Tag or iTravel. As a frequent flyer and traveler myself, this is actually the first time I'm ever really hearing about Lux Hotels and Resorts. Also, to generate more revenue, they could encourage guest referrals by encouraging their guests that have stayed there and have had happy experiences to spread the word. And if they do spread the word, they could reward them with discounts for their next stay, gift cards, or even an entry to win a free vacation at one of their other locations around the world. Providing a reward rate for frequent customers or those who purchase a membership with the hotel is another way to incentivize customers to continue booking with them. And also, they could look into introducing middle market pricing strategy by pricing their high-end rooms around the same rate as a basic room that is available at a competing hotel. This will allow Lux to grab the attention of travelers who are looking for a good price as well as value. Although Lux Hotels has already grown their target market, they can definitely expand their target markets to the millennial generation. Eco-conscious millennials are gaining a lot of spending power, and their values are driving trends in the luxury travel world. Millennials are twice as likely to support luxury lifestyle brands that not only take pride in their craftsmanship, service, and design, but also care for their employees and suppliers and work hard to protect our environment. The protection of the planet is becoming more popular among millennials, and although Lux does aim to provide the best experience for its clientele, they can definitely expand their target markets by aiming to lead the way to an environmentally sustainable hotel that will benefit all of the islands in which they operate.
As we saw from the positioning of Lux Resorts, the company already has a strong hold on the market with regards to their brand and marketing strategies. They had an incredible turnaround in recent years. However, moving forward, we believe implementing a sister resorts loyalty program will further Lux Resorts' success. The sister resorts program will allow guests who have stayed at any one of our locations to then visit our other locations at a discounted price through our program. This will ensure customers can have the same experience at our resorts while still visiting our different locations. By implementing this strategy, Lux Resorts will further increase consumer loyalty and brand recognition. It also incentivizes customers to return to our resorts while still being a cost-effective strategy to implement. The sister resort program will also help the expansion of the new Lux locations in Maldives and China. In turn, the success of the expansion will help the program by offering guests more locations to stay at.
There is a variety of resources that Lux must incorporate into its budget in order to successfully implement the recommended strategy of sister club promotions to increase the company's revenue. First, they need to hire a research team, which will cost an estimated $25,000. Website designer will cost $5,000. Hiring an advertising company and a PR agency together will cost $31,000. The company will need to purchase advertising in Facebook, television, radio, and print. The total of all media advertising comes to $81,500. The company will also need to develop a creative team for a budgeted cost of $10,000, a social media strategist for $4,000. Additional staff will also need to be rehired, as well as additional staff training hours for an additional budget of $125,000 and $9,500 respectively. Adding a 10% contingency, the estimated budget for this implementation in US dollars is $320,100. After our research, it was concluded that it will require an estimated 5 months for LUX to implement the recommended advancement strategy of promotional offers between the company's sister resorts. In the first month, the company will conduct market research and create a marketing strategy. In the second month, they will conduct meetings with all of company management and adjust marketing strategy and budget accordingly. They will also develop an ad campaign and begin additional staff training. In month 3, the company will implement their new ad campaign, launch their new sister club promotion program, and evaluate any challenges. In month 4, the company will review customer feedback and make any required adjustments. They will also review management feedback. In the 5th month, the company will once again make any required adjustments and adjust their staff training accordingly. It is important to note that in order for this promotional strategy to continue to succeed with maximized results, LUX will continue to review customer feedback on a regular basis and adjust any issues as they may arise.